Hi everyone, hope you're all doing okay. Thanks for coming to the stream. So today I think we're going to be doing a bit of PSO to start with, and then we're probably going to switch over to PSU a bit later on in the stream, and just probably play about an hour and a half or so of each. So as usual, anyone who wants to join for either PSO or PSU, feel free to. For PSO, we're going to be in the Lumerace 2 ship, so anyone who wants to join, just feel free to drop in. Password for the games that we use is normally stream, so by all means just drop in if you want to. Yeah, hope you've all had a good weekend anyway. For anyone who didn't see, video's just gone live a couple of hours ago, which is the next of the PSO class guides. So that is the class guide for Seal. So I actually had a load of fun making that one because I love the Seal class. It's one of my favourite classes in the game, so I had a load of fun making that one. So that's just gone live today. Midweek there'll be an NGS video, which will be probably a look at the NGS headline, just to see whatever gets announced in that. So I think today I'm going to use my phone new world because I feel like dying a lot more. Yeah, hi to everyone in chat. Hi, Baseplay, you doing alright? Channel's looking better every week, can't wait to see more. Oh, thanks, Dragon. Yeah, I am trying to put, like, every video that I do, I try and put a bit more effort into it, just to, try and improve what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys can see that over the course of the videos that things are starting to get better. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm a lot better at doing the PSO videos than NGS, just because I honestly know a lot less about NGS. I've played PSO so long that it's, it's second nature to me now. Yeah, so again, just anyone who wants to join. So we're just in Lumerace, Block 2, Lobby 1. So I think this week on Ephinea, we've got I think it's the drop all rate increase. So essentially we can use that as like a rare drop week hunt, I guess. Oh, you've already got the ultimate chat up for us. Cheers. New vid was the best one so far. Cool. Good to see. Yeah, it does take a lot longer to do them, just because of all the extra editing and things I've got to do, and all of the stuff with the sandbox server as well. But I think it is worth it overall. At some point later down the line, I may go back and re-record some of the early ones and just sort of include that extra information as well. But yeah, that's for the later date. TTF, maybe new Mop-Up 4. Is Mop-Up 4, is that in the Boost Road? Oh, hi, Ark. Yeah, I haven't even looked at what's in the Boost Road this time, actually. I was just spamming Ultimate Mines earlier on with my 4 New World. It's actually amazing how well 4 New World does in Ultimate Mines at this level. Yeah, so this is me. Yeah, I think you said Doomlord. I think this is your character, isn't it, Ark? Cool. Nice to see you. Mop-Up 4 has lots of go runs. I mean, that sounds terrifying for a 4 New World, but I'm all for it. Good thing is I do have level 30 Gelin now and level 30 D-Band, so that'll help a bit. What's the best ID for Desert, if we're farming that? I haven't really looked at the Red Rita Ep 4 drop charts yet, because it's not something I really solo yet at this level. There's a single Gerta Blue, so we should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind which ID we do. I know that Red Rhea Gerta only drops Gratia anywhere, so and I've already got one of those, so yeah, I don't know if Viridia or helping them is better. You're new to episode 2 and episode 4. Okay. What I would do then, Ark, is if you're new to episode 4, if you're playing Ranger, it's probably worth grabbing a melee weapon as well, just because there's a lot of lizards, and the lizards will become immune to your shots if you keep shooting them. You have to shoot them from a certain angle. Otherwise, it's easy to just melee them. But for the rest of things, you can use guns. Heaven Striker from Pyro going with red rear. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can make that then. So it's mop up 4. That's fine. Yeah, I'll make that now. So the password, as usual, will just be stream. Would help if I spelled stream right. But yeah, I think we're going to have to go after the Pyro Goran's best player, which I think we're mainly going to go for Heaven Striker. It would be really, really nice from a Ranger. In other news as well, I have finally unsealed the Lame Dargent for my Uni World. So I finally have an Excalibur. If it's too difficult to switch to Ranger, yeah, no worries. I imagine it's going to be quite rough. Oh, thanks, Ben. So it's new mop up 4. I think this is the right one I picked. I never keep an eye on what the boost road is. It's not always updated on the website as well. I know last week it was actually wrong for quite a lot of the week. The other great news is we now have a Striker Chow. Yeah, I like how even Jellin, they still do like a third of my health. With level 30 Jellin. Yeah, so it's these guys that we want to drop something. Yeah, so I'm guessing you must be ice. Yeah, ice looks good. Try grinder already, that's good. So with a 25% increase will be about 1 in 2,500. That sounds, yeah, maybe about right. I mean, it's still not a great drop rate, but Heaven Striker is really, really busted, so I'm not surprised it's quite hard to get. I'm just going to stop using Megid. It will probably take some adjusting for me this because I'm not really used to using a Force in episode 4. The BGM's too loud. Yeah, forgetting Excal is quite a big thing to forget. I've got to say, in my opinion, the Waltz Mark II, that rifle there, I still think that looks like one of the coolest rifles in the game. I really like the design of it. It's hard to hear me. How is it for everyone else in chat? Is it is the game too loud, or is it does it need adjusting? Because everything's set up as it always has been. Or is it that your game BGM's too loud and you can't hear the stream because of it? It's fine on your end. Okay. It's because of the BGM. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's nothing on my end. Yeah, I suppose if you're playing it and you've got the actual bead gem from the game on as well, it is going to be quite hard to hear the stream, I imagine. So we've gone, what, about 4 rooms, and I'm already needing to use a tri-fluid. Nice. The absolute size of that Rappy. I love the noise that this makes. Yeah, he was a hefty chunker. Escape doll. I'm sure that'll come in useful in the next few minutes. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done this quest. That's all blocked off that way. Fair enough. Oh, bat 29. I'll take that. Yeah, I finally made the striker of Chow earlier. I didn't have a branch of Paku, so I raised my my rear mal to very hard just so I could hunt one. It actually took ages to find one considering it's such an easy drop. Yeah, possibly. It's the only thing I don't like about this desert map, the Desert 2. It can be an absolute maze sometimes. But yeah, it took me I think it was about 3 days of doing Lost Heat Sword and Maximum Attack just to find a branch of Paku, and it's like a 1 in 180 drop. It was a really good experience for the rare mal, but I was hoping the hunt wouldn't take that long. I mentioned this on Discord as well, but I did a single TTF run with my phone UL. And in that single TTF run, I got a red slime to show up on red rear, which obviously drops Lava's Cannon. Now, it did not drop Lava's Cannon, but I just thought it was hilarious that I got red slime in one run. This is the other big benefit of having the Striker Chow, though. The double shifter and D-band range is really, really helpful. And, you know, it makes cute noises as well. You can only imagine the moment of, what if? I think it's sort of implied when you make it, because there's 2 different ways of making it. So you can make it by putting a Chow mag on it, which will let it keep the percentages. Then the other way of doing it is to use TTF. So there's actually a hidden warp in TTF if you have a branch of Paku. It takes you to room 1. And all you do is you stand under the waterfall for a bit and it'll turn your branch into a Striker Chow. I think the implication is that the Chow gets attracted to the scent of the branch or something. And then decides to join you to help you kill stuff. Because what I also love about this striker is that the Chow looks really angry. Had a brief glitch on the stream, cut for about 20 seconds, working now. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've dropped any frames. Let me know if that keeps happening. Just, you know, casual 5 dye fluids to refill. Another try grinder. Targeting these Marissas is really annoying sometimes. Ow. Well, there's number 1. That scape doll I mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, I still don't have anti-level 7 yet, so I can't get rid of freeze. From other people, I mean. Oh, it's dropped me another scape doll. Yeah, escape doll, and it's gone. I mean, the benefit of escape doll as well is obviously it does refill my TP, so we'll look at it that way. It's actually a valid strat in challenge mode, actually. You can do what's called a TP death, where you just die deliberately to refill your TP. Obviously, it's not something you want to be doing very often, but if you are desperate and you're running out of fluids or something, it is really handy to be able to do that if you've got a spare scape. Speaking of challenge mode as well, I am planning on doing a challenge mode run. Some of it will be streamed, some of it might be off stream. But I am planning to do that probably sometime in the next few weeks. I know we've got a few people who are definitely interested. There's a couple of people in Discord that have said that they want to join in. And there's also someone that's DM'd me on Twitter as well. That said they would like to do it as well. So we might have a full team for it. So I think the consensus is that I think most people want to do episode 2. Which is terrifying because episode 2 challenge mode is really, really hard. But I think we'll definitely have a go at that in the next few weeks. So I'll let you guys know which stream we're going to do it on. Just so we can make sure everyone's going to be there for it. It would be nice to get a couple of S ranks myself because it's kind of the one thing I'm missing really at the moment. Rabata 29. I've already got that actually. I'm not doing too bad for techniques on this character actually. I think most of her techs are about 29. And all the support ones. I think all the support ones apart from Zalur are 30. Yeah, people in chat, is there anything that you're hunting at the moment, either on Blue Burst or on any other version? Or anything you've been doing on PSO lately? Highly approve the Yaz 3000. I think it's a Waltz Mark II. It does look quite similar, but yeah, it's a Waltz Mark II. I think it's one of the more. I think it's a 9-star rifle. It does look very similar to those, the Yaz 3K. It's like the same family as the Justy and the Visk, I think. Oh, unfortunately, I've just mentioned. Oh, did he have a... He has what? He has 3,000 as well? I didn't see. Yeah, my next plan is I want to try and get this full new world to 110 because I've actually got a nice cane that I can use to make a summit moon now. So if I can get it to 110, I can make a decent one. Just started playing Blueburst. Used to play a GameCube version a long time ago offline with your friends. Oh, cool. Yes, a GameCube is where I started as well. I played that for years and years, offline and online. You should really enjoy Blueburst though, because it is quite similar to GameCube overall, just with a bit more content. Start a new character on NGS now that I get endgame. Going to not skip every cutscene. Yeah, so I mean, the end game of NGS is. I say this quite often. I don't really feel NGS has an end game because it's effectively a live service game. They're always adding content to it. I feel like the end game always shifts, so it's kind of hard to pin down an actual end game for it. The game was so good. Yeah, man, it feels very natural. Ah, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it anyway. What class have you decided to go with? They do so much to me. I'm actually really enjoying playing 4 New World for a change because I'm so used to playing a hunter that it's a nice change of pace. Even playing my ranger as well, actually. Just because even though I've played PSO for probably thousands of hours, I would say like honestly probably 90% of my play time is with Hugh Newell. I've played that class a scary amount. You electric? No? Oh yeah, okay. Controller setup, DS4 Windows makes me remote keys every launch. Oh, is that for NGS, Sonic, or is that for BB? Hi Mark, you okay? BB. So I use for BB at the minute. I use a Xbox One controller. That for me just works natively. Works absolutely fine. I know Draken uses a Switch Pro controller. I've tried that again a couple of days ago, and I could not get it working properly. For some reason, I could get all of the analog sticks working fine, and some of the face buttons, but some of the face buttons just I could not get them to register for some reason. No idea why. What's the best way to get good weapons early on? So, I would say, how early on are you? Do you know what difficulty are you in? Yeah, no worries, Draken, yeah. Like I said, I tried it and it was kind of half picking up the controller. The analog and everything was working, and the triggers were working okay, but none of the face buttons were doing what I was telling them to. A lot of them just weren't registering at all, which was really, really strange. I'm just focusing on getting gelling on the enemies just to stop them from absolutely destroying me in one hit. Oh, there go all the die fluids. Doing normal level 17 right now. I'm trying to grind out TF like you said in the leveling video. Oh, cool. So for normal, I wouldn't worry about your gear too much. Typically, just keep an eye on what drops, and to be honest, a lot of the stuff that just drops will carry you through normal fine. Once you get into hard, that's where you'll start to see some of the special weapons drop. So then you can start to upgrade from then. It's worth checking the shop every now and again as well, just to see if there is anything decent in it. It will be a little bit hit and miss in normal, but yeah, for normal, there's not a whole lot to really look for, particularly for weapons anywhere. I think at 17, I'll probably just focus on just trying to get levels and just try and get into hard as soon as you can. Once you're comfortable in hard, then you can look for some gear then. And yeah, I know what you mean, Draken, there. It's a really strange layout, this. Yeah, I think at 17, I think you're probably doing the best thing at the moment, just spamming TTF. I know it can get very, very boring, I know, but it is probably the fastest way to level for the majority of the game. There is another quest in episode 4 as well called Beyond the Horizon, which actually gives really good experience as well. Downside with that is at 17, it might be a little bit rough for you, and nothing drops in it at all. And it costs 10,000 Mazetta to run it every time, so that's what I typically use to unseal things as well. I'm actually really surprised how well my phony wall's doing here. But no thanks. Love your content. Ah, thanks, Bobby. What is this layout? Like, why is everywhere blocked off? Yeah, I think my rear mile's probably on the shelf for a little bit now, just until the experience week comes back around again. Mainly because she was borrowing my hunter's mag, so I couldn't really use my hunter. But I need my hunter for the rare drop hunting now. So maybe next experience week I'll hopefully get into ultimate next time. Really need anti-level 7 so I can save people that are frozen. Yeah, if you guys decide to do a Photon Blast, I'll just boost you because realistically I'm probably not going to get something. Oh, we have red box. Photon Crystal, I'll take that. Oof. As if it wasn't bad enough that he hit me when I was down, like, he also hit me with a crit. On Ephinea, do you all get a drop? So yeah, so the way it works is you can choose how it plays. So you can either play like a classic mode where you can set it like original PSO, where if a red box drops, everyone runs like crazy to get it. The default though is what they call PSO 2 style drops, which is where everyone's drops are instanced. So if a red box drops, you don't have to worry about like trying to get to it before someone else. So if a red box drops for me, it won't appear for other people. So it's just for me to pick up. But it'll tell the party that a rare's dropped for me. It's a really good idea, actually. I think most people who play PSO back in the day know the horror of seeing something that you hunt drop and seeing someone trying to steal it from you. Love the channel growth, mate. Might be a dumb statement, but I can't see where to become a member to support you. Any ideas? So, to play, but there should be underneath the videos, or I think on the channel main page, there should be a button that says join. I think that's how you join the memberships. There's like a few tiers of membership as well, so you can choose sort of what tier to join at if you want to. There's like different perks for each tier. And just to point out about the perks as well, so there's 3 tiers. There's sort of a lower tier where you get the badges and the emotes and so on. Emotes are still in progress at the minute. I have contacted an artist for them though to get them sorted. So the first tier will get you that. The second tier I think will also get you members only on the Discord, to the special Discord channel. The top tier is purely just if you want to support the channel more. You will get a special Discord role for the top tier, but there's not really any more perks to it apart from that. It's purely just if you want to support the channel. I don't expect anyone to actually become members. It's entirely up to people if they want to do it or not. It's just another way for people to support the channel if they want to. As you can probably tell, I really don't like talking about trying to shill myself. Yeah, it could be if you're on the mobile app. Maybe it doesn't come up on that. I'm not sure. I've never actually checked my channel on the mobile app, so I don't know what actually shows up on there. I know usually though on desktop PCs, it's usually just under the video. There's usually where like the subscribe button is. That's normally next to that. Yeah, thanks so much for the kind words about the channel. The growth's been kind of insane, really. I'm really surprised how fast people are actually joining, as subscribers. It's been really, really surprising. You'll be joining on Thursday. Thanks very much. So I don't want anyone to feel sort of that they need to become a member. I will still, as we're doing here, so I will still play with people regardless of whether you're a member or not. Obviously that may change in the future. If we end up with a lot of members, maybe at some point it will become like a members perk, but for the time being I don't really see a need to. If you're playing PSO and I'm on, by all means just drop by. Don't feel you have to be a member to do that. There is also, I mentioned it in the pinned comment as well, but another thing you can do is there is also things like super chats and super thanks as well. I think super thanks is like a relatively new thing that YouTube has rolled out, where I think you can essentially put a donation on a video message. So I think it's the kind of the equivalent of doing a super chat, but on a video instead of a live. I've turned them all on, but yeah, up to you guys if you want to do it. Ah, there we go. Don't feel like we're mate. You've single-handedly rekindled my love for this game after many years in the Dreamcast. That's really, really nice to hear that, yeah. It makes it all worth it. I said when I started the channel that if I can get one more person to try PSO again, then I've done my job. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of, I suppose, like a bit of imposter syndrome. I'm just not used to people wanting to watch my stuff. It's something I haven't done for a while, so it's just something I'm not really used to. So yeah, it'll take a bit to get used to, I think. Oh, we got the blue loot. Yeah, Megid is doing nothing. I must need a higher level Megid, I think. That many games that you can open up and get actual chills to the opening menu music. I know what you mean. Yeah, the music for me with PSO is just super, super nostalgic. That was the most unlucky death there, immediately after the Photon Blast. Oof. The suck. It's the worst thing about Gerta, you know, when you've got loads of lizards as well. It's really nasty because it can pull you into the lizard acid. Yeah, I think that applies to PSO, but also to some of the other games as well. So I've always said this, I think PSU has a fantastic soundtrack as well. Going full support mode here. Oh, thanks very much, Deployable. So you have the honor, the privilege of being the very first member. So thanks so much for that. Man of your words. Yeah, so the absolutely terrible sub badges at the minute, they're the YouTube sort of default ones, so they will be getting changed at some point. So once we've got the new emotes and the new badges, they'll get updated. Man, that Gerta seemed to take forever. Yeah, I was thinking that. So for the badges, I was thinking of maybe doing the section ID badges. Oh, thanks for the sub. Pew laser so easy. Now to spend all of that money that I've earned on trifluids. Actually wasn't too bad though with Force. I died a couple of times, but you know, 586 health. Yeah, I got an interesting comment on my PSU video that I did a while back. Well, you shouldn't say this, but yeah, I got a comment that was basically saying that the only redeeming qualities that PSU had was one song on the soundtrack, and that was it. I was like, no, not really, no. Do TTF for a DS Spores, V1 and 1 Red Ring chance. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do that. I'm just wondering if it's worth me switching to my Hue New World to do TTF, just because we know how Dark Faults went last time. Yeah, I mean, I replied to the guy. He had some valid points saying that some of the enemies were bland and things like that, but I feel PSU was a lot maligned at the time just because it wasn't PSO, and I think I do genuinely think it holds up better than it got credit for at the time. Raygun has no hit, unfortunately. Currently leveling a Hue cast at 36, and the pain of not being able to hit anything is indescribable. Yeah, as a Hue New World player, I feel that on a personal level as well. To be honest, I've just unsealed my Lame Dajin, and it's a 20 hit Excalibur I've got. And I went to Ultimate Seabed to test it out, and I still couldn't hit anything at level 150 something. So I know how low accuracy feels. It's bad. So maybe getting a PC up my dad probably won't be very well spec'd. Any suggestions for getting BB to work? To be honest, I think you could probably run Blue Burst on more or less anything. It's pretty low requirements. The only thing I would check with it when you run it is there's an option in the game options that regards the fog, and I would probably play around with the options for that, just because back in the day when it was the official servers, there was a lot of people who lagged quite a lot in the central control part of the game because of the way the lag worked, because how the fog worked. So I would definitely play around with the fog options if it's an older PC, just to make sure it runs okay. Get a web for this. Talk to this dude. Oh, you get sheet to sheet off from that. Oh, cool. I had no idea that's how you got that. Semi-new before Marwave. Oh, hi there, you okay? I did a 4-mar guide, actually. I think it was last week. I lose track of time now with the videos. Yeah, it's for one of the Claire's Deal Exchange, I think. I remember it showing up in one of the exchanges, but I can't remember which one it was for. Just mindful of anti-aliasing and DirectX settings. Otherwise, you're fine apart from the fog, like I mentioned. Yeah. You could probably run it pretty easily, to be honest. And yeah, no worries, Draken. Yeah, if you want to lend us that Heavenly HP, that's fine. I'll still die loads on faults, but... You're going to go Raycast prayers here to get through the walking noise. Yeah, the fridge life. I think Raycast is probably going to be the next video I do for the class guides, which would be really interesting because I've never played one. You would think after playing PSO for thousands of hours that I would have played all the classes, but I haven't. There's a couple of classes that I've never touched. So I've never played a Raycast, and I've never played a Phonium. So hopefully those guides won't be too awful. I kind of know how to play them, it's just, yeah, just never actually played them myself. Looking like curious what a forecast or focus seal would look like in PSO. Yeah, I mean, I think so. The first time that casts could use techniques, I think, was PSU, wasn't it? It would be interesting if they, if they did go that route. They did actually. So in later games, basically, they did actually make it so casts can use techs. So from PSU onwards, although in PSU they were really, really bad at it, so it was kind of a bit of a meme choice. Thanks for that, Dragon. Keep the Q paralysis just because of the lilies and curves. Yeah, it was a total meme in PSU. So yes, they could use cast, but no, you don't want to. It was kind of the same in PSU, so they made it so Newmans really, really struggled with melee as well. However, as a Huni World player, I refused to let that stand, and I still made a Newman Hunter. I had a Newman Fortified it. Yeah, so like Draken said, so if anyone's playing on Ephinea, we're just in Lumerous Block 2. Password for the game is stream. If anyone wants to join, we're just going to do some TTF. No, you're not holding us back, Ark, no. If anyone is holding us back, it's my phone, you will. Yeah, no worries. I am not going to judge anyone that I party with for how you play. Don't worry. I thought myself the other day and genuinely believe that a remaster of this game will be doing nothing but destroy it. I think PSO as it stands is pretty much perfect. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one, so I would be interested in seeing them remaster PSO, but I would also be very scared of them ruining it. And my other concern would be that if they did remaster PSO, would they then start to look less favourably on private servers? I don't know. It would be interesting to see one. And I think we probably will get one at some point, but I just hope they do a good job of it. You've contented yourself with playing a Beast Fort attacker, mostly because I'm a huge sucker for the 4-mile robe and hat, and I can't have that as a cast. I'm not actually sure how well Beasts do as attackers. I'd imagine they're one of the not so good races for it, but I'd imagine you could probably get by with it fine. Where's the quality of life improvements and messing with the recipe start? Yeah, I mean, quality of life improvements are fine if they're actually quality of life improvements, you know, such as some of the things on Ephinea, to be honest. I mean, Ephinia's got a lot of changes from the official servers, but a lot of them are for the better. Like the PSO2 drop system. That is just an improvement because, you know, you don't want people stealing your airdrops. You know, and then some of the Blue Burst exclusive quality of life improvements, like the tech bar along the bottom as well. That's a big improvement as well. But there is a fine line between quality of life improvements and ruining the game. So they do need to be really careful with it, I think. I think there will be riots if they ruin PSO. Actually insane how fast I go from my TP on this character. One room and I've used half my TP. Video as Heart of Daisy Chain. Oh, cool. One of the weapon camos. You wanted to like them, but the heavy jester mechanic, heavy jester aesthetic just pushes you away. It takes some getting used to. A Khalad Bulk. I'm guessing that was a box drop then. I would hope that's a box drop. Oh, someone's found something. Oh, it's a red ring. I kind of get sick of seeing red ring announcements, to be honest. If it's not me getting one or someone that I'm party with, I don't care. Still have your 56k modem in storage for Dreamcast, which allowed you to play online in the early days of PSO. Oh, cool. And yeah, the phonium look takes some getting used to. That's a bit far from me. I mean, Phonium is slightly jesty. You know, you've got the big clown platform shoes, but it's kind of cute. But yeah, Phonium, I don't know. I know they're really, really good though. That's the thing. They are one of the best forces, really. You'll get a huge boost to all of the Gi and Ratex, so they do tons of damage. I've always played 4 New World or 4 Mal, so... Yeah, it's an aesthetic choice for sure. I got him. Cool. Yeah, after I did my 4-mar video, someone commented and said, "You should be using Gizonde on the dragon." I was like, "All right, okay." I guess that shows how much I know about playing Force. The dragon's different, yeah. So in Ultimate Mode, in Episode 1, a lot of things change. Hey, foot and drop. Yeah, so in Ultimate deployable, a lot of things actually do change in that difficulty. So mainly for episode 1, but a lot of the enemies change, and the dragon and all the bosses change. Well, most of the bosses change. Alt stays the same for the most part. So yeah, a lot of things change. So you can see here, so all the evil sharks are replaced with Vulmas. There is a few outliers that still stay the same, so unfortunately these guys still stay the same. Really don't like the slimes. No, that's actually how it was in the real game. So back on, I think from it was whenever Ultimate was introduced to the game. So it was either, I think it was Dreamcast version 2, I think. Any Mill Lily? No. Yes, I think it was from, I may be wrong on this because I started with GameCube, but I think it was from Dreamcast version 2, Ultimate came in. And basically, most enemies in episode 1 totally change. A lot of them do the same things, so like these guys will just walk at you and hit you. But there are some changes, so the lilies, for example, instead of spitting poison, the lilies spit mega and instant kill you. Dreamcast version 2, fair enough. Oh, another photon drop. Just remember why I don't remember seeing it. Not sure Dreamcast had it as V1. Yeah, so I think V1, I believe, and again, I'm not 100% familiar with Dreamcast PSO, but I think version 1 was just normal hard and very hard. You need to learn how to use photon drop. So if you look on my channel, Ark, there's a video on there about a quest called Gallon Shop. And you just go, you can go into that and you can exchange for things in a shop there for your photon drops. You can also use them as like a trade currency, like Draken's saying. So a lot of players will trade you things for photon drops as well. Yeah, so Ultimate, it's quite a big change overall. In episode 2 and episode 4, it's mainly just the enemies get stronger for the most part. But episode 1 is quite a big change. Have a great stream, brother. Been out. Shoot, watch the VOD for whatever you miss out on. Oh, no worries. Thanks again to Playable as well, and thanks again for the membership as well. Really appreciate that. Well, the good news is I'm surviving that shot, so that's good. You get weirded out by the redesigned Daryl Lay tunnel. Went pretty well, actually. I think for me, my favourite episode 1 Ultimate area, it might be Mines. I actually really like the sort of the way that Ultimate Mines looks. And the enemies are kind of cool there as well. Oh, you get LK-38 from this boss. That's a really cool weapon, that. I used to have that on Official Blue Burst. It's like the walls are infected. It's like Alien, they're coming out of the walls. Infused traps just absolutely wreck these guys. See, I enjoy playing one-player mode in Mines because I could kill the guild chicks really easily. In multiplayer, not so much. Ah, Tri-Fluid. It's crazy how much your technique damage gets cut in multiplayer, really. Just the resistances the enemies go up by quite a lot. Because I know in single player that I do about 400 with a rough eye to these guys, but it's like 280 in multiplayer. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh no. They hurt. They really hurt. I just took a crit from that guy and survived. I'm actually amazed. Oh, hey, they're shifted. No, we can't have that. You're not getting shifted. I'm hesitant to gel on these guys, just in case I get people killed. You get like one hit off and then immediately get hit again. Sinners have no chill at all. At some point, I would like to do Red Rear Soul Blade with this character to Hunter Kasami. I'd really like one of those for my Uniwell. Well, that went better than I thought it would. These traps, yeah. I hate these guys. I just do nothing to them. I'll just spam freeze. Yeah, Force is just useless against those things. Not been able to play much PSO this week. Moving house next month, so getting all that sorted. Oh, cool. Yeah, hope everything goes alright with the move. Like the Barons is auto-corrected on your phone to Barry's. Those guild chicks had no chill whatsoever. Yeah, I really like that it's auto-corrected that to Barry's. Yeah, I will spam Razonda and hope for the best. Yeah, Barons are a nightmare for False and multiplayer because they just take no damage from pretty much any element. I'd love to unfreeze your arc, but yeah, I need anti-level 7. try and just kind of lock him down a bit. Because if you do it right, you can kind of lock him on one screen. Harder to do an ultimate though because he moves so fast. I need to figure out what they're weak to as well. I haven't really done developed an ultimate as a force. Yeah, lightning works. I'll do. We've got 3 pillars there. This dude needs to slow down. The dark red screens. Well, like these ones. So normally the red screen is just the one that he's hiding behind. There is a kind of a bit of a red glow to the area as well, so that probably makes some of the screens look a bit red as well. Yeah, I think it's just the lighting, to be honest. It's going to be a bit of a race, I think, to try and save Draken. Clutch. Oh, he's gone for it again. Who's he firing at? It's like the broken animation hasn't loaded. Yeah, it could just be a visual glitch. I didn't really notice. I was too concentrating on fighting him. I do love with this weapon just the idea of just whacking things with a shout. And Draken gets another photon drop. Vulcans. Any hit? Nope. Oh, basically dropped a tri-fluid. So nice. Now all the fun ends. Yeah, that was possibly the worst time to walk in that room. Generally don't walk in the room when a bringer's about to shoot. Funny bit of trivia for you. So even at level 200, a Ephinea, if you don't have any health improving gear, a Ephinea cannot survive a bringer's shot in ultimate in multiplayer. Even at 200. It does 1400 damage in multiplayer. And I think you cap at about 1398 with a Ephinea. At least there's no go, I'm not sure what you're talking about that. I may have tried to like purge that from my memory. You could say I've tried to fragment it from my memory. Yeah, never again for that quest. You guys going for Red Ring or what? So, I did it for a few reasons. So, there's I think there's a V101 drop from Sinnoh's. And also, yeah, potential Red Ring, I guess. And to be honest, you can't go wrong with doing TTF for experience as well, so. Hi, Svaltex. Can I get in here without getting clocked by the arms? Yes, I can. Yeah, if you're doing a Photon Blast track, you might want to do it maybe... Is it worth doing it maybe in the Falz Arena or in the main room? Because I know the last couple of times we've done it, it's bugged a bit. I respect it tomorrow, we don't talk about that. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to get some fluids, actually, because I'm running quite low. So, do you want to boost before we go, or...? So I'm really low on fluids. I'm just thinking, is it worth doing the Photon Blast before we go, and then I can go and stock up? Yeah, no worries. So hopefully it works. Let's see. No, that didn't seem to do anything again. It must be this corridor. Yeah, it must be something about this corridor. It just doesn't work with Photon Blasts. Really weird, that. Right, I'm going to go get some fluids anyway. To be honest, it won't matter anyway because I'll die in like 2 seconds anyway. Possibly, yeah. I can't remember what the cutoffs are for the Milo Renewal Shifter. I will grab a couple of escape dolls as well, just so I'm not completely holding you guys back, because I will die a lot. I'll take 4. Oh, this will be fun. Can it be any worse than last stream? Probably yes. Immediately almost get killed. I think it's grants for these, isn't it, actually? Yeah. Very much so grants. Downside is grants has a really long cast time. Join next run if there's a spot. Yeah, so far we've got a free spot, Svaltex, so yeah, by all means. We're just in Lumerace 2. Car is now running on the spare tyre. Oof. What happened, Mince? Did you get a flat tyre or something? Go full Leroy, you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure nothing bad can happen. I found out that when you hit Muzonde, it hits the center part. What a view that is. Yeah, and now it all goes downhill. I really, really hate this phase. Going for the Divine Punishment. Or I can actually survive the Divine Punishment. 4 HP in a dream. I feel like that could get you demonetized. Yeah, I know. So he's probably just going to come in with the Rabata instead. Like I was saying, he's probably just going to come in with the Rabata instead. Was it a fluke that I... No, it must just do that damage. Okay. I guess it depends on your light resist, I suppose. And the mag invincibility as well. Oh, so good. Why did that not revive? Hi, Bransky. Okay. Yeah, it's just the Rabata I need to worry about. I don't like it when he spams it twice a couple of times in a row. It's really unfair. It's really, really good news, though, that Divine Punishment's not instant killing me. Yeah, that was actually a lot smoother. If anyone saw the last week's stream, yeah, it did not go that smooth last week. Now, the downside is I'm pretty sure I don't have enough health for the slap in final phase, so that will probably kill me. I want to say it does about 750 around there, maybe more. Yeah, that answers that question then. Grant actually isn't too big a deal, to be honest. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better than last week. I do desperately need that Summit Moon, though, because that's going to increase my damage with fire a lot. Could use a Club of Laconium, I suppose, in the meantime. It's made a little bit of difference, yeah. So the main benefit being I can now actually survive the Divine Punishment on 4 HP. Whose souls you got? Ah, it's okay, that's not good. I'll be Megid. Oh, and the first Megid death. Yeah, I did a little bit of work on my phone, you will. You can see it's helping a lot against the slap. Honestly, just being able to survive the Divine Punishment in Phase 2 is a huge difference. Yeah, I suppose I do still have the Heavenly HP that I'm borrowing, so... yeah, maybe by about level 120 we might be able to survive it. But hey, only a few deaths, you know, we'll take that. No banner though. Hey, 104. Yeah, I would imagine that the Heavenly HP is probably doing a lot of heavy lifting that. You have to wonder what hunters in PSO would think. You know, you're turning up to literally stop like the god of destruction, and some little girl turns up with a stick. Yeah, it can make quite a big difference. Particularly for a class like 4 New Earl as well, where you've got no health at all. I mean, look at Rupika, exactly. Yeah, so like Minsk is in chat there, so if anyone can't fit in the stream games, Minsk's doing some runs as well, so feel free to join them as well. Ooh, 4-slot Guardian armor. I might keep that for my Ranger. Can't remember the last time I saw a 4-slot armor drop. Hi, new here. Thank you for your PSO beginners video. Oh, no worries, Captain Quinn. Yeah, hope it was helpful. So I think what we'll do is we'll maybe do one more run on PSO and then we'll switch over to PSU. I don't mind playing a little bit more PSO than PSU on stream, really, because I appreciate that the majority of people are probably here for PSO anyway. Actually, no, I want the shared bank, actually. So I can give the armor to my Ranger. Did I even stock up on fluids? I don't think it did. Oh, I did, fair enough. I don't remember doing that, but okay. It's insane, we've got nearly 2,000 TP. That's without one of our god mines. And 700 HP. Yeah, I changed the costume, but Minsk, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember if this is the one that Ellie uses. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Captain Coin. Gotten back into the games I appreciate. I haven't played since you're 12 years old. That makes me feel really, really old. Thanks very much for that, though. What level are you on PSU? Just started there as well. I think I'm in the 50s, maybe, around there. I got Tyrell's like, oh, B rank, you need to do better. Like, dude, I'm a level 104 for New World. What do you expect? Rooms up, Arkle. Yeah, so anyone want to join, feel free. Oh, hi, Minsk. Oh, is this your new Huka seal? Ah, Skyly. Good choice if I do say so myself. Yeah, so I use a bit of a mix, Captain Quern. So I use primarily controller, but on Blueburst, obviously you have the palette on the bottom of the screen as well. So I use keyboard for that. So it's kind of a mix. When I'm on my phone, you world, it is quite mixed between controller and keyboard. New old, yeah. So it's like a new version of your old Hukaseel. Yeah, that'd be great if you could do that, Draken. Like I said, I tried it myself and it would not work for some reason. I might be doing something wrong though. Is it this one? It's cool. Ah, we've got a full team. Hey, we've got a Raycast, nice. Start to switch back to an OG costume. Oh, nice. Yeah, so my Hukaseel, so the Hukaseel that's in the Hukaseel video that went up today, that is essentially the GameCube Hukaseel that I use. She's like, what, level 130 or so on GameCube. A wired Xbox 360 controller. May see if that works with BB. It should do, I think. I think I used to use a wired Xbox 360 controller. When you say RIP GameCube Nanashi, did she corrupt or something, or? Is it possible to join paid sub on YouTube? Yeah, so someone asked this earlier on. So if you're on desktop, I think there's a button underneath the stream. So where your subscribe button is, there should be a button near it that says join. On mobile, it might be in a different place. I'm not exactly sure where it shows on mobile. But yeah, if you press join, that's how you join the memberships. And again, just to reiterate, I do not expect anyone to join memberships or super chat or donate or anything. It's entirely up to you guys. It is also obviously hugely appreciated, though, if anyone does do that. Delete your memory card by choice. I'm interested in that. What was the reason for deleting your memory card? I couldn't do that to my GameCube characters. I put so much time into them. This dragon's just getting absolutely wasted. Oh, so you wouldn't go back to PSO? I suppose that is one way of making you not go back. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would go back to GameCube if I didn't have my GameCube characters. I don't think I could bring myself to level them all up again. Oh, the damage there. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I will say PSO, it can be a problem sometimes. I know when I was back in like college, it got a bit of a problem for me where I was playing far too much PSO and I probably should have been doing college work. Yeah, it's really, really nice to hear when people say they got back into the games because they saw one of my videos or something. It is a really, really nice compliment. Now here on GameCube, you see little reason to go. Sorry, now here on Ephinea, now you see little reason to go back to GameCube. Yeah, it's kind of the same for me. I don't know. I love GameCube, absolutely adore GameCube, but to be honest, with me, I'm kind of scared to play GameCube now because I'm terrified of my memory cards corrupting or something. I had too many bad experiences on GameCube with you know, characters getting FSOD'd or getting corrupted, so I'm terrified to play them now. The other thing is my GameCube that the laser's starting to go on it a bit anywhere, so it's a little bit risky for me to play on it anywhere. Yeah, I suppose you have a good point. Yeah, so if you did want to play the GameCube experience, you have got classic mode on Ephinea as well. So you can always go that route as well. Oh, special weapon. I'm going to assume it's nothing great. Stag. Oof. Corruption is a big reason you wouldn't go back in if you had your character. Yeah. It was one of the huge problems with GameCube. Just the constant threat of just losing your characters to corruption was horrendous. Despite that, though, I still absolutely love GameCube because it's where I met a lot of my friends that I've kept in touch with for years and years. So GameCube will always be really, really special to me. Well, that didn't last long. I just forget how much health Raycast has. I'm not used to healing people and them not being fully healed. Don't chat's curious on the drops. You have the chats anywhere. Yeah, base player is the resident drop chat keeper. So anyone's unsure on the drops, just ask him. If it's Skyly, I can probably remember it from memory because I've played so much of the section ID, but yeah, other IDs less so. Enjoy being able to carry multiple weapons without worrying about losing them. Yeah, again, that was another issue with GameCube, just because of the risk of getting FSOD'd or, you know, freezing. A lot of people did just carry one weapon. Or the alternative was that you duped weapons, just so it didn't matter if you lost them. Which is sad because it meant there was loads of, you know, illegitimate weapons on the market, but I can fully understand why people did it. I'm hoping since we've got 2 androids, this should be a lot easier because the freeze trap spam. It's why we fear the name Optimus Prime. Yeah. Yeah, there was a few sort of repeat offenders back in the day, wasn't there, that would just do it all the time. Any hit on the arms or the Vulcan? No. Yeah, the Heaven Striker should make a huge difference. Ranger is amazing in PSO. You know, it makes a huge amount of difference to runs. Please fall over. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. How long did this character take you to build? This one, not too bad. I will say that a lot of the gear that she's got was things I found with my Huniwell, so I had another character to hunt some of the gear that she's got. So overall, not too bad. Probably would have helped to use the Tri-Fluid before I entered the boss arena. I think we've got the weird desync here. Yeah, there we go. Volops can be a really, really buggy fight sometimes. Yeah, that went really well, actually. You can always spot them to be on chairs floating above the lobby, yeah. I just survived that on 1 HP. So now I know those do 700 damage. Recently started playing Ephinea as a Hue cast, but I keep taking a lot of hits. What's some starting tips you can help to be a pro MLG at PSO? So one thing I would say is if you're getting hit, first of all, try and watch your positioning a little bit when the enemies spawn. Secondly, next thing I would do is if you're getting hit a lot, try and do 2-hit combos instead of 3-hit combos. So basically do 2 hits and then back off. Or if you do a hit and you think the enemy's about to hit you, just cancel out of your combo and pull backwards. It's kind of known as feinting. So you basically, instead of doing a full 3-hit combo, do a 2-hit and then pull back. And the enemy will basically try to attack and it'll hit nothing but thin air basically. And then you can just do another 2-hit combo. Obviously, if you can get behind enemies, that helps a lot as well because they'll take time to turn around. Generally, though, a lot of it is just about figuring out what attacks you can get away with. Volopt is your favourite boss. It's a hill you'll die on. I don't mind Volopt. I think he's quite an interesting boss. Keep getting this slow walk when you try to walk off. Is there a way to prevent that? Yeah, so I'll try and show you actually. So for these Belrys, for example, if I walk near one, you can see I start walking. If I open my menu, start running again. So this is a really, really good tactic for, particularly if you're doing things like running through a corridor that's got traps in it. If you open your menu and run through, you won't slow down if you keep the direction held. That's a fantastic way of preventing your character from slowing down. Unfortunately, if you don't have the menu open, then you will just slow down when you go near an enemy. That's just kind of the way it is. But if you want to just get past an enemy, or if you want to try and avoid traps or something, opening your menu is a really, really good way of avoiding that. Somehow I only have 19 PB. That's alright, Max may be invincible, I'm fine. The ice for you? I have no idea. France maybe? Who knows? Bid's finally pushed you to install. Glad to be here for a stream. Thanks for the tips. Oh, no worries. Yeah, if you've got any more questions or anything about PSO, just ask in chat. Even if I don't answer them, you know, pretty much everyone in chat plays PSO anywhere, so there's always going to be someone who knows the answer. But yeah, that tip about opening the menu, that's really, really useful, particularly for areas that have a lot of traps like mines. Boss is quite good at this part, actually. Because Grant actually has really decent range. Yeah, like Base Player said, pretty much everyone here seems really, really helpful. They're a really sort of supportive community. So we also do have a Discord as well. I may need to update the link for it because unfortunately the way it is at the minute, it's one of these where the link changes every 7 days. So I might need to update the link, but I can do that after the stream on a community post. But we do have a Discord as well. We've got a few people on there now. It's only a fairly small one at the minute, but if you want sort of hints or tips or anything about PSO, PSU, or any of the other games, by all means, join the Discord as well. Yeah, having Heaven Striker for this makes a huge difference. I don't really feel like I can contribute much at all here. That was very rude of interrupting my rest of there. Yes, we can just survive Divine Punishment. The Rabata is still so dangerous though, man. Oh, you actually did the HP steal? Not too worried about that because it doesn't actually give experience till last phase anyway. I like how his HP steal, which is never really an issue with any character, instant kill Fornuel. Dude, he's got it in for me at the minute. He's got the mag trigger though, that'll help for a bit. Any upcoming releases you're excited for? Trying to think at the moment. Is there anything else? I suppose the main one for me would probably be Monster Hunter Wilds. I know that's way off though. I mean that's sometime in 2025. Oh, that's really not good. Although it did break the soul bind straight away, so that's probably actually a decent strat. Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of Monster Hunter as well, so definitely looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. I played a disgusting amount of Monster Hunter World, so... Oh, not again. Come on, man. It does feel personal, this now. Are you actually kidding me? It's 3 times now. We survived it though. I was half expecting it to do a slap at the end just to disrespect kill me. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. It just felt like every single soul steal was going for me. And the HP steal in second phase as well. Like, I'm already at a bit of a disadvantage here anyway. 700 health. No red ring. Yeah, I think definitely the main one is probably Monster Hunter Wilds that I'm waiting for. I can't think of too much else at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, no worries, Ark. It is a really tough fight that for this kind of level. Oh, that's alright, Jack. No worries. Any hit on the ray gun? No, it's got decent percentages, but no hit, so not interested. Yeah, 1 of 5 though, so 5 more levels and I can hit my Summit Moon finally. It should help a fair bit. Speaking of which, does that club have any good percents? Again, getting some good percents, just not hit. I mean, not that hit matters at all on a Summit Moon, but I'm just thinking if I'm making one, I may as well. I'm kind of interested actually in checking out the that latest Ace Attorney game. I think it was the remasters or remakes of the Apollo Justice games. I really, really like the Phoenix Wright game, so I should probably check that out at some point. Didn't even spend that much on Trifluids, actually. It's a refreshing change that before New Well, because I died so much. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about the Phoenix Wright games. I've got the Ace Attorney trilogy on Steam. I think I had it on 3DS as well. I just found them really, really fun games. You like how Mazetta becomes a non-issue after Hard Mines. Yeah, I mean, for most classes, Mazetta basically just becomes charge Vulcan funds. With Full New World, obviously, you've got the fluid cost, but to be honest, once you get to this stage, you've got so much money, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I need to give you the Heavenly HP back, Dragon. Keep for now. Oh, cheers. Yeah, I'll give you back next stream. Level up that phony. Yeah, I've been using her a fair bit lately. I really, really enjoy using her at the minute. It's just a nice change from Uniworld as well. Not that I have anything bad to say about Uniworld, because it is my favourite class in the game, but just after playing it for so long, it's just nice to have something different, even if it is still a female Newman. Oh, God. The Boomer song again. Can't stand this song. But I think that's a nice way to end the PSO segment of the stream. Not that I want to take away the Boomer song from all you guys, of course. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll go grab a drink and then we'll just go to like a beer at back stream for a minute or so, and I'll load up some PSU. Again, if anyone's on Clementine PSU and wants to join, by all means, feel free. So I'll get that set up and we'll be back in a few minutes. See you soon, guys. You're logging on Clem already. Shame you didn't stay for the music. You're missing nothing. Yeah, thanks for all the runs, guys. Yeah, something to sort out the borderless gaming thing for PSU. Just to stop it from looking weird when I play it. I'll sort it out for next stream though. I think that should look okay, hopefully. I was straight into PSU. Yeah, so again, anyone watching, by all means, feel free to join. So we're just on Clementine PSU. Not that we'll really be anywhere else, because I think there might only be one private server for PSU. Possibly. But yeah, by all means, anyone wants to join for games or anything. So we've got Draken and I see Mimi as well. Yeah, we've got the squad again. No worries, Minsk. But yeah, Draken's been busy. I'm so far behind now. Been focusing on PSO too much. Not that that's a real problem. I've got no issue with focusing on PSO, but we'll just do this Minsk while you're setting up, and if you want to join us for the next one, by all means. Yeah, when I saw that comment saying that the only redeeming feature PSU had was one music track, I was thinking, no, you just, no. I know PSU typically isn't liked as much as a lot of the Fantasy Star games, but I still think it's a really, really decent game overall. It's actually aged really well. Yeah, so Draken just said there, so if anyone else wants to join, you can join this mid-run, and the password is just, I think he said it was 1234. Yeah, it's just password is 1234 if you want to join. Yeah, you can only use numbers on PSU for the password. Got a rare drop there. Peggy. I'll take it. I'll probably just sell it, to be honest. Yeah, it's felt like, I mean, I think PSU, if I had to choose one game to play at the expense of all the others, I think I would go for PSO, because that's what I'm most familiar with. It's what I spent the most time with. But PSU, I think, got a lot of sort of bad criticism at the time. Some of it was justified, but some of it was just felt like people piling on it for no reason. Honestly, it's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me of how NGS is now. A lot of NGS criticism comes from people who may not have played the game too much, or maybe don't know too much about base PSO2. The one common criticism I hear at NGS is that it has less content than PSO2. But I think what a lot of people forget with NGS is that what they're comparing it to is base PSO2, which was essentially 8 years worth of content. Well, that was nice. Got frozen, then immediately put to sleep. Man, that lasts ages. We want a new thing. PSU is a new thing. Not that new thing, but it was basically the old PSU hit. Yeah. I remember back in the day, a lot of people didn't like the game because they said, oh, you know, we need the PSO team working on it. But the thing is, the guy who was like the main producer of main director of PSU was Takao Miyoshi. Takao Miyoshi was also one of the main guys with PSO. Yeah, the rappies here are huge, some of them. I think, honestly, I think one of the reasons it got a lot of hate is just because, although when it first launched, Blue Burst was still up, so there was a period of time where PSO and PSU were both active. I think the issue is that after a while, obviously Blue Burst went down, and then you had to play the PSU. And I don't know if it was people that were just mad that PSU had essentially killed PSO at the time. I don't know, really. Oh, hi, Reese. Yeah, so Minsk, I think you can join mid-run. So I think if you go to that lobby we were at last time, the Otoku one, I think you can join mid-run. Can't remember what floor we're on. We'll go floor 4. Maybe it's that one. Played PSU quite a bit back in the day. Probably didn't play PSO much at the time. I think when PSU launched, a lot of PSO players obviously moved over to it originally because it was the new fantasy style. Why wouldn't you? I know a lot of people did move back to PSO because there was obviously a lot of people who didn't like PSU. And, you know, they went back to Blue Burst while it was still active. But I think once Blue Burst went down, there was this kind of resentment that people had for PSU because maybe they saw it as killing PSO. I don't know. But I think now, if you go back to this now, I think it does hold up remarkably well. Also, it introduced a lot of things to the Phantasy Star series that have been replicated since. So, you know, it was the first Phantasy Star that had Fortnite. It was the first one that had first-person shooting. First one where you could sell items in a player shop. But it did a lot of quite innovative things for the Phantasy Star series, really, back in the day. And I think it deserves credit for that. Is it perfect? No, by no means. You know, there are a lot of faults with PSU, but I feel it got really unfairly criticised back when it released. Counter do you go to? So I think it's Otoku, and I think it's the one called, is it Shitenkaku? I think it's called. You can also go to it from, there was an NPC I think on the 5th floor of the Guardians colony that can walk here, I think. Find GAS really interesting. Was it in retail? I'm trying to remember. There might have been something similar to it. It's been so long, I honestly can't remember. I prefer the portable games for the PSU fix. I don't blame you. So, particularly PSP2 Infinity. Infinity is a brilliant game. Even base PSP2 though is really good. They essentially took what was good about PSU and improved a lot of things that weren't. And I feel like Clementine has took a lot of inspiration from the portable games as well. I mean, it has took some of the content straight from the portable games as well. A hardcore player just at level 200. Yeah, that takes some achieving that to get a hardcore character to 200. I'm assuming hardcore in this works the same as like Diablo 2 hardcore, where if you die, your character gets deleted. Legsless Rainbow. What a name that is. What does it even do? Oh, he does YouTube as well. Oh, cool. Yeah, so if you die without escape door, basically. The PS0 a lot was great fun. Yeah, Zero is one of the games I need to try at some point. I've only really heard good things about Zero, to be honest. One thing I didn't know until recently, I was watching someone else's video about sort of the lore of PSO in general, and I did not realize until now that PS0 is set in the same sort of storyline as PSO. I just assumed it was like a totally different system or something, but it isn't. Still maintain that these rappies are some of the ugliest rappies we've ever had in Phantasy Star. I was talking about PS0. Yes, I know for PSU is obviously in Garal, which is a different universe. But yeah, for PS0, PS0 is actually linked to PSO. I have no idea what that noise means. There's the same in Worlds, but before then you have a central hub with shops and quests and story. Oh, cool. Yeah, I probably should try that at some point. I need to get a DS or I suppose I could emulate it, but yeah, I probably do need to try that game at some point. The only other Phantasy Star I haven't really tried, aside from some of the very old RPGs, is I've never tried Phantasy Star Nova, which was on the, I think that was PS Vita, I think. I didn't realize you get Darbalans in this quest. I love those things because they kind of dance when they spawn. I love the Darbalan dance. It's so good. I like how all you can hear is Magashi screaming. I didn't realize how much experience that is. I wasn't even paying attention. I've just realized I leveled 6 times. I didn't even notice myself level up. I'm 110 now as well. Cool. I can actually switch over to Forty Fighter or something. Spread Blaster. Okay, tons of S ranks. What is... Custom shotgun. It's called Spread Blaster. Sounds awfully familiar to Spread Needle. I always forget this drops PA fragments as well. I have no idea how to get to where we are. I think... I have no idea what that is either. So much stuff here that I have no idea what it is. Yeah, so... I think, I may be wrong on this, but I think there's an NPC you can talk to go to the event area. I should probably send some of this to my box, actually. Okay, so it's just really good armor. Okay. Cool. I'll equip that later on. Yeah, I'm just going to head back to the Guardians colony just to go and change my class. I think I'm probably going to go Forte fight it with this character, because it's what I used on official servers back in the day. I used to love using axes. Yeah, I need to get the PAs with the PA fragments as well. There we go, we're fortifying now. So what can we actually use? So we've got Crazy Galactus. I recognise that. That's from I think that's from PSP 2. I have no idea what those claws are. I'll take them. It's the most scuffed build ever, but I'm literally just throwing things in my armor at the minute. I'll sort my gear out properly later on. Yeah, no worries, Draken. I'll be over there in a minute. Oh, actually looks different to Spread Needle. Yeah, it was just with it saying that it's a spread weapon and that it was a custom shotgun. I know that's how it describes the Spread Needle in PSO as well. Started playing Final Fantasy Online. Reminds me a lot of PSO. Oh, okay. So I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. I played a little bit of 11 back in the day as well. But yeah, I played 14. It was before Realm Reborn, so like original Final Fantasy 14. So I played that for a while. I more or less stopped playing when a Realm Reborn launched, which I know is when the game apparently got good, but you can get a bunch of high level air strength weapons if you need. Let me know which weapon types you need. Ah, cool. Where'd you actually trade for the with the PA fragments, Draken? It's been ages. I can't remember where you do it now. A lot of Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, the only Elder Scrolls game I've played is Skyrim. Third floor Guardians Colony, fair enough. Third floor near the back. Ah, oh, thanks for that. I've got to say, like, from the few times I've played on Clementine, like the people on here seem to be like really, really helpful and really nice. In here, Resident Security Department. I have no idea. In there, okay, cool. I don't remember this at all. Ah, I saw a PA trading post. That'll do. That sounds promising. Oh, it's actually a mission. Oh, okay. So 60 frags. I don't know if I have 60. Yeah, I'll come back and check that later on. I think I probably need more PA frags anywhere. Yeah, I'll have a good look in storage and see if I've got any. I know we've got some last stream as well, but I I haven't really played much since the last stream, so I probably don't have enough. Oh, you get some from titles as well. Cool. Yeah, looks like I've got none there by the looks of things. Yeah. It's alright, I'll check it after the stream. Just realised that for some reason on the overlay, the new member thing isn't working. I'll have to have a look on Stream Elements for that and see why that's not updating. The problem for me with this server is I've played, when I played PSU, it was so long ago, and this has so much more stuff than the official servers had. I just get totally lost when I come on.
またのごひいきを。
I have a hard time telling what was added since you only played single player. Yeah, there just does feel like there's a lot more stuff added to this. There's definitely some things from like the portable games and so on as well. I'm all for that, to be honest, because the portable stuff was really, really fun. We'll set the Idol of Strange Fruits as the theme. I really, really like that boss theme. Another absolute banger from episode 3. Alright, that's quite a bit stronger now. How did you join up here? So... what level are you, Minsk? $29. I think... I have a feeling it might be 40 plus for this at the moment. Yeah, I think Minsk's 29, so we might need to do whatever the rank loading this is. Is it B rank loading this? I'm cool doing any rank really, because I'm only here just to play a bit of PSU anyway, so... Yeah, we've got a bit of time left on the stream anyway, so after we've done this run, if you want, we can do a lower rank one, so Minsk can join. I love this music so much. I love when they use this in PSO 2 for the Profound Darkness fight. Oh, these are the cat claws. Unfortunately, I don't have any PAs for those yet, but yeah, I remember using the cat claws all the time. But PD and NGS has a remix like PSO2 Classic. Yeah, I really, really like the PSO2 Profound Darkness theme. I loved how it kind of sampled a few different Fantasy Star themes. Well, it wasn't really samples, it was more or less just part them straight off, more or less. May do a little episode 3 tomorrow. You're terrible at it, but still enjoy it. It takes some getting used to Ep 3. Yeah, it's a really, really cool game, but I think it is really hard. Yeah, some of the fights in story mode are ridiculously unfair. Yeah, I do actually really enjoy episode 3 though. Again, I feel that's a game that got a lot of a lot of hate when it launched. Again, just because it wasn't a typical PSO game. But I do feel like it's fun for what it is. And if you're into things like collectible card games, then it's it is really cool. Our maps are gorgeous. The one with the windmills is peak level design. Yeah, I really like that map. The other one, the one I really like, and the music for it goes really, really hard, is the Tower of Calum. So it's the one where you're in this kind of futuristic tower that ascends all the way through the fight. It's such a cool map, and the music for it is amazing. Stuff actually hits me really hard here. Counters are interesting in this game. Yeah, I mean, again, I think PSU was like one of the first games to bring that kind of stuff in as well. Also, like the playable characters have some outfits you can't get in F1 and 2, or that your personal character can't have. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really like a lot of the designs for the playable characters in F3. Yeah, I know what you mean. The countering's really interesting in this. I don't tend to do it because I'm not very good at PSU anymore. I used to be a lot better at it, but I'm quite rusty, to say the least. Yeah, I think that one of my favorite character designs in Ep 3 is, surprised no one because it's a Hunuel. I really like the dark side Hunuel. So the I think she's called Ephinea, one with the eye patch. I really, really like her design. Mainly because she uses one of the outfits I used on GameCube with my Hunuel. And she has an eye patch like my GameCube Hunuel, so she looks really similar. Clearly gone to the wrong floor. They also taught you the names of legendary weapons from 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, Crans, I think... I've just got the same floor again, haven't I? Yeah, Crans, I think... Is it the white and bluish outfit that he wears, I think? It's been a while since I remember him. I know there was another Rema that had like a brown outfit, which I think was the dark side one. KC, I think it was. I also really like Highs as a character as well, just because he's a Hugh cast who wants to rock out. Who needs complex backstories when you can just have a Hugh cast that wants to just rock out? Hero White and Blue wasn't in episode 1 and 2. The Ark's Rim outfit is in 1 and 2. Oh, cool. You got scared after this run. No worries, Mimi. Thanks for joining. God, these rappies are so cursed. Yeah, Mimi, I mean, anytime you want to join when we're playing PSO or PSU, just feel free. As I say, you know, I'm not locking down like playing with me to a members only thing. You know, anyone will be able to play with me for the foreseeable future. So, well, I've actually got exclusive Fortnite as well. Yeah, episode 1 and 2 was really good because, like you say, it didn't reduce a lot of people to like the rare stuff from PSO. So you'd see all these cards for things you'd never seen in episode 1 and 2, and then you'd go and look them up, and then realise how horrifically hard they were to get. Oh, nice. Yeah, I really like that in episode 3. I forgot about that actually, with the like sort of the manga strips. I honestly, regarding the artwork in episode 3 as well, I just love a lot of the card art as well. I've actually got an art book that has a lot of the episode 3 card art in it, and it's so good. You've got a huge variety of different stuff in it because a lot of different artists did the card art. So you've got, you know, some of the cards look really, really cute art, and then you've got ones that just look really, really cool as well. There's loads of replayability to go through the game with different characters. Yeah, for sure. Particularly on the arc side as well, where you use the creatures. I just thought that was a really, really cool idea that I had with Ep 3. And I just like how a lot of the different story characters do play completely differently as well. It encourages you to sort of experiment with different playstyles. Spintail Disca. Again, I have no idea what that is. Watermelon Cutter. I'm picking that up just because it sounds interesting. Seriously, I have no idea what a lot of these weapons are. Hey Section, just recently started PSO and Ephinea. Where would you recommend a level 24 Hugh cast to grind the level? So 24, so you're probably early hard, I would say. Um, yeah, so I would think level 24, probably early hard. So I would probably recommend, if you can get a party, maybe do maybe things like TTF. Just you can even just do the dragon TTF on a level 24. Just do the dragon then reset. Yeah, thanks for the party, Mimi, anyway. Yeah, so I suppose to finish things off, we could do maybe a lower rank run if you want, if Minsk wants to join. And yeah, there was an upper mag, wasn't it? Well, I think it's like a actual weapon type now in this, but yeah. Yeah, I would probably go at 24. I would probably go for try TTF and see how you go with it. You probably won't be able to do the whole thing unless you've got a full party that can carry you through it a little bit. But I would say at least do the dragon. You could maybe do the cave boss as well, possibly, if you have the right gear for it. That is probably the best thing to do at 24, I would say. Ultimately, I would just say anything in hard will level you fine, honestly, at that level. You could even have a look at the drop charts as well and see if there's anything you want to look for in hard and use that to get experience along the way as well. So, for example, quite a few of the IDs get a really good shield in hard mines called Secret Gear. So if you've got an ID that finds that, that might be worth looking for. So then you could spend a bit of time in hard mines hunting that. Secret Gear is so underrated for how good it is. You know, it's level 41 to equip it, and it's got really, really nice stats compared to anything else you can use at that point. Yep, so like Dragon said in chat there, so anyone else wants to join, we're on Clementine PSU. We're just in the event area, and the password is just 1234. Obviously with the Hue cast as well, if you can find any weapons that have got hit percentage on them, that'll help you a lot as well, just to help you land those hits, because you probably will struggle a bit for your accuracy. Reality is that in hard you probably won't find too much stuff that's got hit, but just keep an eye out for it. As the method is offline, do a forest run, then a quest, then a forest run, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I mean, that's another option you can do if you want to vary it up. I do realise that although TTF is very, very good for leveling, it does get very, very boring running it over and over again. So yeah, if you want to mix it up, that's another thing you can do. Oh, that's really cool, actually. That's insane that they've actually added their own photon arts as well. Hey, looks like we've got Minsk. Yeah, missing with Huecast, it is something you will have to deal with a bit. I would just say, just make sure that you're leveling dex a bit on your mag. If you don't know, for every 2 levels that you get on your mag, you'll get 1 accuracy. So try and level your accuracy on your mag a little bit. Look out for arm units, so anything like general arms, elf arms will help you out early on. Yeah, Draken's just going to destroy everything, so... Yeah, and that is the one downside to playing a Huecast, though, is that you will have to contend with the accuracy. The upside is that you will absolutely destroy things at a higher level if you know, when you hit them. I've got a guide on my channel as well, actually, JPREC. So there is a guide to Huecast on there, so that'll have some recommendations in about gear you can look out for as well. There is a really, really nice shield you can hunt with Huecast as well that you can use, called S-Parts version 201. But that is it'll probably be a very long hunt. it drops in normal, so you don't need to be in high difficulty to find it, but it's a really, really bad drop rate. But it's something you could do if you felt like it. Yeah, no worries. I mean, the vid's meant to be designed to give you an idea of like where the strengths and weaknesses of the class is, but it will also recommend some gear as well. Some of it will be high-end gear as well, but if you got any questions or anything, just ask me anytime live as well. Or drop a comment on the video, and I'll do try and respond to what I can. Oh, no worries. I found out that there's like a little tiny tree growing in the corner. Break the tree. Aha. I didn't know that was actually part of the quest. Ah, cool. Got a daily for doing that. Oh, they're breakable as well. Cool. You'll break the boxes while we fight. To be honest, I'm not really doing a whole lot here as well. I think Draken is basically carrying the quest. Ah, it's a fake wall. All the gimmicks in this quest. How am I not hitting that? I stood right in front of it. No, that one's not breakable. Is that Yasminkov 2000 you're using there, Draken? Oh, nice. I like how I recognize the PSO weapon immediately. When does Drac break out the dark floor? I don't know. Does he have one? Oh, you got Eternal Psycho Drive. That's the one that looks like Psycho Wand, isn't it? I remember getting that on PSP2 Infinity. I like how Dark Floor is easy to get in this game. Yeah, it seemed like PSP2 Infinity was the way that I found all the PSO rares that I could never find in PSO. So obviously, I found all the Lavis weapons in Infinity. I found Sealed J Sword in Infinity. Because you couldn't get them in PSO. Need to find the light floor. You have to dismantle 15 stars to make the ultimate weapons. Oof. I suppose it gives you a reason to hunt the 15s though. Yeah, I always lose track of which floor it is as well. It doesn't do a very good job of telling you. Like, it only tells you what floor you're on when you first load the floor. So by the time you've cleared the floor, you've forgotten which floor you're actually on. Oh, it's hidden on the pallet. Yeah, so yeah, and see, yeah. It's this really annoying thing with PSU, where for some reason part of my UI is like hidden in the bottom right of the screen. It's mainly for like the rare drops and stuff, but you can't see it at the minute because of where my camera is. But it's basically my weapon palette is in the bottom right, and then underneath that is telling me what floor I'm on. It shouldn't actually be there. It's just a thing with how PSU's UI displays sometimes. You're doing double-digit damage. Yeah, PSU feels like one of these games where it ramps up really rapidly late game. So I kind of feel like with PSO, once you get to high level, you don't really get too much stronger once you've got your gear. It's just like incremental improvements. So, you know, getting things like Red Ring is like an incremental improvement of your gear. Whereas in PSU, I feel like there's massive upgrades later on. I forgot how dumb these knuckles look. I do wonder why they renamed Del Sabers to Delnadians in this, because they're obviously Del Sabers. Same as I remember when they brought the boomers into PSU, they called the Giga Boomers Gigo Boomers instead. Like the comedy Shrek hands. It just looks ridiculous. GAS allows you to level up PAs past the type limits and tech support text 2. Oh, cool. Just feel like a very complete experience PSU though now. Well, sir. Yeah, I mean, Giga Boomer to Giga Boomer I can understand because it's quite similar in terms of the Japanese. And I suppose you could pronounce Gigo as Gigo, I guess, because there's no way of actually knowing how it's pronounced. So that could be right. It could just be that we've been calling them wrong as Giga Boomers for a while, but when you're completely renaming an enemy though from Del Saber to Delnadian, I don't know, it just seems like a weird change. I just don't see why they do it. Or Gijo Boomers, yeah. Or, yeah, Gijo Boomers, Giga Boomers, Giga Boomers. You're getting all the levels. Oh yeah, you've gone 41 already. Leveling only slows down at 150. I can't remember if there was anything else that was renamed in this. I know there was some stupid ones. Like I remember that there was a weapon that was meant to be a Kirik weapon, and they called it, I think it was Ankylik instead of Kirik. And I remember there was another item that was meant to be Nisol, and they typoed it to Nelsol. Oh, and how could I forget? Stag Cutlery in PSU is called Stag Catrali. Although I will say for that, the name Stag Cutlery in general is a really weird name to start with. to go from stag cutlery to stag cutlery, which just makes even less sense. Oh, I love these guys. I love the little dance when they spawn. I remember farming these guys constantly on the official servers back in the day for, there was a unit that used to drop, I think it was, called Blackheart. You don't eat venison with a double saber. Yeah, that just put a whole new meaning on stag cutlery, really, doesn't it? I mean, to be fair, in PSO, you've got the tools to do it. You know, you've got Akiko's frying pan and the wok as well. So you do have the the cooking tools there, and the cleaver as well, actually. Akiko's cleaver. So you've got all the tools there to prepare your venison and then eat it with your stag cutlery. We're not going to mention that Partisan Lightning is not a partisan, yeah. So the interesting thing about that base player is in later games they renamed it. So in later games they went with the Japanese name, which is Jinrai. But yeah, in PSO, yeah, it's called Partisan of Lightning and it isn't a partisan. I feel like there is some more that have got strange names as well. I'm just trying to think of them though. Oh, there's only exchange for gold badges. Ah, fair enough. I mean, I suppose there is other weird ones. Like, I suppose you've got things like the Baron's launcher, which is not a launcher, but I can kind of see why that's called that because it is a missile launcher. They ruined the name system when they went from double saber to twin brand. Sigh of a God doesn't sound particularly threatening. Got 10 million just from running this. Oh, nice. I'll have to run this a bit more. I do need to spend a bit more time PSU. It's just that PSO has been distracting me so much. PSO rules. It does. Yeah, also, yeah, PSO does seem to have its own rules where it just decides Crazy Tune needs more love. Yeah, I wish Crazy Tune was better. Nothing like beating your enemies up with an electric guitar. I do love like some of the comedy weapons in PSO. It's just a shame that a lot of them are just not really usable. I mean, if we're talking in of not threatening weapons, Rabbit Wand. See that, chat? Someone's in there. Eat your veggies. So watermelon cutter is literally a whip for slicing through watermelons. I don't know what I expected, but... yeah, Akiko's frying pan as well. Yeah, I need to do a video on how to get that, actually. Top 3 weapons will be Yasminkov 7000, Crazy Tune, and Imperial Pick. 7000 is just a really cool looking gun. Yeah, I really like that. That's quite good as well, even though it doesn't really have a special or anything. It's just really, really strong. Imperial pick I've never really tried much because I know back on the official servers it was a blue full exclusive and I never played blue full. Crazy Tune's just fun. Events on until the 28th, but no idea what it'll run outside of this. Yeah, I mean, I'd assume that they'll put another event on eventually. I mean, I know obviously for leveling you've got the Clem camp every day as well. So you can run that for levels as well. Yeah, I don't blame you for rushing in-game. In-game is definitely where PSU shines, I think. I've probably got time anyway, so I've probably got time maybe for one more run before we finish the stream. Yeah, I suppose Easter's not far off, is it? So there'll probably be some kind of event for that, I would imagine. In PSO and PSU. So if you're looking for anything from Egg Rappies in PSO, that'll be your time. You want the Egg Blaster. Yeah, so you can actually get the Egg Blaster outside of events. Soulblade Caducean. Upper. It's either. What's this Soulblade Caducean? I'm quite interested in that. Oh, barrel cannon. Yeah, you can take those, Minsk, if you want. Let me know you prefer web type. Yeah, I know when I used to play, I used to really enjoy playing axes. Yeah, so for Egg Blaster, Doomlord, if you don't know, you can get that outside of events. So there's a few IDs that get the item called Parts of Egg Blaster. It's just a normal drop. And then all you do is you just use that on... I can't know if it's a handgun or a rifle you use it on now. And it'll turn it into the Egg Blaster. I want to say it's a handgun, but... Oh, you can get Egg Blaster here on Clementine as well. Honorable mention is Flame Visit's probably the most iconic range weapon for me. Wanted to know what it was so badly when you first started playing. Only got false hopes of how to get it from my mates back then. Yeah, it's not the easiest drop in the world, Flame Visit. It doesn't drop on that many IDs, really. The really sad thing about Flame Visit is it's not that good. It's a really cool weapon, you know what I mean? It's a flamethrower. But unfortunately, it's just not that good. And even the upgraded version that you can get the Burning Visit, it's a fun weapon, but it's not one you can really use seriously, I guess. Lightsabers, you can grab the Clempier for free in the Guardian shop. Oh, cool, I'll bear that in mind. Is that a Sumakura J sword that you're using there, Minsk? Because it looks like it. Or is it Agito? Because I know Agito looks similar to that as well. too long of a Japanese name for you to say. Yeah, basically, there's a few weapons like that where they seem really, really cool, but are just ultimately not that usable. It's like, I remember hearing about the Maser Beam. And Maser Beam sounds like such a cool weapon, you know, it's a gun that shoots lightning. But it's terrible. I think Power Maser has some limited use, but yeah. You forget how much damage you take with the beast from techniques in this. Level 72 already. Rocket Punch, Twin Chakra, and Blue Hairdryer mech guns come to mind. Oh, the Twin Psycho Gun. Yeah, techs do a ton of damage in PSU. It's really dangerous with the beast as well because you take way more damage. Yeah, I know Rocket Punch wasn't great. Twin Chakram is at least usable because, you know, it's dagger. I think on a Hukasil you could probably use it okay. But again, there are much better options. I mean, if we're talking daggers on a Hukasil, on GameCube, I'd probably just run something like S-Reds just because of how useful the special is. Yeah, just having the ability to do like a low-level shifted E-band on Android is huge. And they look really cool. Oh, M&A60 Vice. The Vice is actually really, really good. So if you can get an MA60 Vice with hit, I'm not even joking about this. It's one of the best mech guns in the game. If you can get one with hit, because it has a Berserk special. It's actually like a sleeper weapon. It is super good if you can get a decent one. There's not many weapons like that are sort of early game weapons that actually hold up later, but I suppose Disco Braveman is another one. Yeah, I saw you posting in the Discord, Minsk, about the Justice, the 60-hit Justice. Such a shame it's not a Vice. Not quite a Justice. Actually, we managed to escape Justice in this stream, didn't we? And no silence clause either, actually. That's a first. I didn't actually realize you could knock these guys over. Yeah, actually, on the subject of Justice, Justice is actually another weapon I would consider to be a bit underrated. How common it is. Just having a rifle with, you know, with a HP cut special is actually really, really decent. And combined with how easy you can get one as well, makes it a bit easier to get one with hit. Ah, it's yeah. Yeah, I mean, Bringer's Rifle is obviously fantastic, particularly for forces. Yeah, Justy is like legitimately a pretty decent weapon. know we meme on it for, you know, how common it is, but it is actually not bad. Same for Silence Claw as well. Silence Claw is actually quite useful for its special. Again, particularly if you get on with hit, Silence Claw is actually pretty good for taking care of things with low dark resist. It's going to be a very sort of niche weapon you're only going to use now and again, but there is a use for it. Yeah, Musashi is definitely another one as well. You know, Musashi has the capability to be one of the strongest twin swords in the game if you get on with hit. Again, just because it has Berserk. Downside with Musashi is just finding one with hit is really difficult, because as you probably know, the main drop from Musashi is from the hard dragon, and the chance of getting hit on weapons in hard is next to non-existent really. There are a couple of IDs that get it in high difficulties as well, but it's not that many. Oh, you've got a 30 hit Musashi up. That's really nice. Oh, hi, Mimi. Okay. Welcome back. We are going on to... I think it's floor 6 we're going on to. We'll probably be ending the stream, so I think probably at the end of this run we'll probably end. Yeah, I do like how there are some sort of early weapons that are actually useful later on. I just wish there was a few more. Yeah, charge Vulcans, definitely. Yeah, charge Vulcans are basically stronger than almost anything in the game. Just because of how ridiculously busted mech guns are in PSO. Donoff Soul? As in Donoff from PSO? As in DB? I mean, I've got to assume that Donoff Soul probably makes something like DB Saber or something. I'm guessing. He actually leveled up. All I can hear is just constant level ups. Minsk is like level 52. I think they were in the 30s when we started. I think it was 29 actually, wasn't it, when you started? You're restoring your HP with level ups. Yeah, leveling up that often that you can just level up to get your health back. Oh, that is the wrong floor. Taking something Min said on the Discord, literally, I'm going to use not great weapons with your characters like DB Sword and fake Agitos. And I suppose, at least with the fake Agitos, at least you've still got the instant kill special on them. I mean, I know it's not a great one, but... The funny thing is, for the DB stuff, there isn't a real one. I mean, technically, there isn't a real Flowers as well, I guess. Even the 3084 Flowers isn't actually a real one. It's another fake. It's just a really good fake. suppose if you think about it, the real Flowers is that float. Yeah, DB's is a strange one. So another is a DB sword that I think Yellow Balls gets it, which is actually pretty strong. But again, it doesn't have a special or anything, so it's kind of eh. I mean, yeah, I suppose. 'Cause, I suppose Donoff does use Zamba, doesn't he? So I guess that's his sword. Which does beg the question: why is his DB saber a saber? Yeah, Zamba's a really cool weapon. I wish I could use it on Mahunuel. Demon's Disaster. I'm full on items already. God. Still know the DB frame and shield don't give the boost to the sword. Yeah, I think they only boost the really basic 9-star one. If there is a boost. Honestly, can't remember if there is one for DBs. I'm pretty sure, I know there's a combo with the sword, with the armor and the shield. I just can't remember if the sword factors into it. No idea what this is, but I think we can afford to drop a B rank server. Yeah, it's the same with the Flowers set there. The Flowers frame and Flowers shield set boost. It only works with the basic Flowers sword, the 9-star one, not any of the 10-star versions, which is really weird and unfortunate because it means that it'd be really nice if that boosted the 3084 Flowers. Yeah, Del Saber Shield and the Del Saber's Buster has a really, really nice boost. That's actually a really good set for early on as well. Yeah, so I think that'll probably do it for today, I think. Get boosts from the custom Frame barrier too. Yeah, there's a set boost with all the Team O items as well. No worries, Minsk. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think I'm going to wrap the stream up anyway now for the day. Again, really, really fun playing PSU. It's nice to come back to it after so many years. I think next week we'll probably do something similar next week's stream. So maybe just PSO, PSU again next week. And then maybe the week after we might look at doing a challenge mode stream for PSO and see how are we getting that. I will keep you guys updated on Discord though, so if you are interested in joining the challenge mode stream, just let me know on Discord. We can always do several runs if we need to as well, so if there is a lot of interest in it, we can always juggle between people as well, just to make sure everyone gets a chance to do it. So I think that'll be probably not the next stream, but maybe the one after. But I will confirm it with you guys just so you've got time to, so you know when the stream's going to be. But yeah, I'll end this one for today. As always, if you enjoyed the stream or anything, please consider liking or subscribing to the channel. And like Base Player said there, memberships and the super chats and everything are now open as well as super thanks on videos. So by all means, if you want to join as a member or anything, feel free. I really, really appreciate all the support from you guys, whether it's just watching the videos or whether it's subscribing or becoming members, whichever you want to do. So other than that, we'll have another video on Wednesday, which will be a look at the NGS headline. And we'll also have another PSO video at the weekend, which will probably be a guide to Raycast. And then obviously another stream on the Sunday as well. Yeah, what I'll do, Doomlord, is when I've ended the stream, I'll drop a link in chat for the Discord. Just so you've got a link to get into it. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully see you in next week's stream. And like I say, keep an eye on the channel for more videos. And once again, thanks for all the support as well. And particularly thanks for the members and super chats as well. Really, really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys next week. Hope you have a good weekend and hope you enjoy the rest of your week.